knowledge. I got key consumption, Super Saiyan wannabe. I eat a peanut buzzing. Fuck your family, they ugly. You can keep your cousin, most people puzzling. You want my time is about an hour and I need 100. I see your ship and see it sunken. Missing me, she keep on cutting. She a keeper, love a hot box, a beam of buckets. My demon, she seen a sucker. She bring me, need me, so fucking here for long haul. Press hold if God calls.
Bennett.
Good
morning, Creighton and Melissa Darren.
Melissa Darren?
It feels like, hold on, let me count on one hand.
It's been at least 85
It's been at
weeks.
least 6 years since we've talked to this so-called third co-host of ours.
You know what? I can't really help it, but okay. My bad, guys.
She's been in all kinds of therapy since
She broke her legs.
Physical therapy, mental therapy.
She blames most of it on us with her therapist. She talks about us constantly. Her therapist calls me. She's like, dude, what the fuck have you done to this lady?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm sorry. Fuck. Like, all I could do is continue to talk and be a person.
Yeah.
It's hard to fix. You can't fix who you are.
You can't fix
this quickly.
You can't fix Drake.
But Melissa's trying to change herself. She's trying to be better.
Yeah.
Therapy. Everybody, do therapy. It's good for you.
Be strong, Melissa. Strength. I think that's what comes to mind when I think of Drake.
I have a message for both of you.
What?
Kiss my ass.
Don't worry, Melissa. Your legs will be better one day.
Yeah, someday. Maybe someday.
Maybe someday.
I'm getting it out of the way quickly because it's a funny name. The weather in Boyle, Kentucky.
Boyle?
The weather in Boyle County, Kentucky is 80 degrees Fahrenheit. The precipitation is a whopping 2%. Wait.
What's the sound effect?
2%. He's in the house.
Nice.
He's a mod. He's black. That's our boy 2% over there.
Nice.
The humidity is 54% and the wind is 3 miles per hour. The weather is 80 degrees Fahrenheit.
What? Wait. Do you remember the kid with the boil from Fairly Odd Parents?
Yeah, Boyle.
Yeah, that's immediately what I thought of whenever you said
See,
Boyle County.
I think of Boyle from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh yeah, there is
the
a
best
Boyle
friend,
one, too.
sidekick character. He's fucking hilarious. You can't. You're not allowed. Give me. You can't be playing during the podcast.
She's about to play Hotline Bling, Charlie. Give her
I was
some
warming
room.
up.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
You're gonna make me mad and make me want to play things, and if I sit here and try and play, it's gonna ruin the whole podcast.
Look. Next up was God's plan, and you saved us from that. So let me go ahead and thank you, Charlie.
Does it feel? It's breathing so hard right now. Like,
Look, you missed out on so many podcasts. So like we're
is
catching
it tough?
up.
Is
Dude,
it
I'm
tough?
very well aware.
Is it tough being October's very own?
I hate you guys so much.
Look,
in this ripe end of May.
Look, I'm running out of Drake songs to reference. I'm gonna have to look up his albums and just start naming off things.
Oh man. Oh, it has been.
Did you hear that?
Yeah,
It's
the mic,
some
the mic
WD
arm.
it
That
is
you
some
gotta remember.
WD-40.
That arm has been in the same position for like a month because of how you were sitting before.
Quentin
Yeah.
was here.
Quentin was here.
Quint was here, but
Well,
he
wasn't
also
he
sat
sitting
in
in
your
this
same
chair?
position.
Oh, he was sitting in the small chair?
Mhm,
We
he
had a very
was.
silly podcast.
When the
Yeah.
fuck did you get there?
Literally, probably between podcasts. Like
I
the
got
last
them
one and this one.
on.
We're in new chairs, by the way, everyone.
Yeah,
They're
it's
cushioning.
hard to tell, but we all have a new podcast.
They're
chairs.
so comfortable, and
It's
they look
definitely not a.
comfortable,
It's definitely not an upgrade for the audience.
Lots of
This is an us upgrade.
lots of back support. My back's never felt so supported.
Yeah, for real though. Like, are you
No,
being
for
serious?
no, I'm
Yeah,
being
like you
serious.
like it?
It's
Yeah.
nice, and they're white too, so
Yeah.
I can get nice stains on them and everything. Like,
Everything's about color with this guy.
yeah. Why'd they have to be white chairs, Troy?
I got them for a really good deal though. I was joking earlier when I said they were $130 a piece. No
Were they
one
originally?
seemed to pick up on that.
I
didn't
thought.
hear you say
Look,
that.
honestly, I've seen you blow money on ridiculous stuff.
Whoa!
Before, so like,
No,
what?
you haven't. I'm
No, no, no.
notoriously cheap.
No. I mean, like ridiculously, like stuff that makes sense, but like ridiculous amounts of money on things just for comfort.
Oh, well, that.
You
yeah,
see
that's
what I
true.
mean? Because like one
No,
time,
you're
one
right.
time we went to Walmart and he bought like 8 weighted blankets because he's like, these are
I
nice.
bought one
I
weighted
love
blanket.
weighted
Yeah, they're the
blankets.
best.
But
I
it
need
was
a-
like
I need a
$100 and
heavier
something
one.
dollars.
Me too.
Mine's only like
What'd you say?
15 pounds and it's not heavy enough.
Hold on. What did you say?
I thought I wasn't like $100 and something dollars, and you're like,
No.
this is nice.
The most I've ever spent on one would have been about $80.
Okay,
Because I've
still
only.
seems like a lot.
It's a lot, but it's usually a one-time buy.
Yeah.
And even if you only use it for a couple years, it's still like you're spending $80 one time for comfort like every night.
Or or
It's
you could
awesome.
spend $20 on a decent blanket and just wash it for forever.
That's not
Someone
what?
said the chat's not working on Twitch.
What?
No?
Is the chat not working?
Someone said it in the
Joker talked.
Oh, hold on. My mom's
Discord.
calling.
Let's see. Why won't Twitch let me chat? Chat's
Hello?
not working. Oh, that's her. She's the one who said that.
The chat's not working?
I'm not sure. Joker, are you still here? I'm here. Yeah, Joker's here.
Oh,
I don't know what's wrong with hers. She might not be signed in.
hold on. Let me like just listen to us on talk real quick.
You might have to sign in, Kimberly, on God, I love being a tech help.
You might
live
have to
on the podcast.
Yeah,
You might have
we're
to sign
IT.
in. You might have to re-sign into Twitch. It won't let you
Yeah.
chat if you're not signed in.
Yeah.
So that might be. You might have like accidentally signed out.
Yeah, try to sign in on Twitch and then try chat. 'Cause Joker's able to talk. Melissa, do you have the chat pulled up over there on your end?
Joker, are you gonna be?
Yeah, do you want me to type something in
Are
it?
you gonna
Yeah,
be in
just
Vegas
say hey, see if it worked for you.
in October? Are you gonna be in Vegas, Joker?
Yeah, see? Yeah, it works. Oh,
Hey.
just needs to be signed in probably. Do you want to know the urban...
Harley Melissa 3. Hey, how's it going? Good to see you. Welcome to the podcast.
Do you want to know what the Urban Dictionary word of the day is, Charlie?
Not really.
Yeah, she knows me.
This word made me think of... I'm going to let you try to figure out which one of our friends this word made me think of.
I'm gonna be pissed.
What did you say? Wait.
This is a Drake reference. I'm gonna be pissed.
If you are able to Drake reference this, I'll be mad for her, but I'll also be thrilled and proud of you.
Hold on, let me
So it's a
change.
win-win for me.
Let me
So let me
change
get
the
a new
Urban
word.
Dictionary word of the day. No, it's IDK girl.
IDK
You mean
girl,
like I don't
I don't
know?
know, girl,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
IDK girl.
Yeah.
Okay, you're saying you're saying
That's the word of the
there's
day.
an Urban Dictionary definition for this
Yes.
that isn't what it sounds like. You didn't
maybe.
even fucking read it. It's like in a Drake
Well,
song.
Like,
when
what do you think it says?
It's like when you're listening to a Drake song and he's talking shit on the girl he used to be with.
Like I said, Drake is the male version of Taylor Swift.
Fuck
So-
both of y'all. Literally.
What do you think it means?
Like, I don't know.
See,
I don't know,
look,
girl.
there
She's
it
a girl.
is. Yeah.
It might just mean that. It might just be a girl saying that.
Look, I was gonna say it reminds me of either Melissa or Savannah.
Ooh. Okay, hold on. Ooh, I'm not saying that. Okay. What does it mean?
A girl who doesn't know anything, who doesn't know anything, replies to everything with IDK.
He said it. Don't look at me. Don't look at me like that.
You looked at me like
You
you were
look
about to have a
judgmental.
smart-ass comment.
I always have a smart ass comment.
Look. I have examples.
Of course you have examples.
I can
Hey,
give you an
what's up?
example.
Random girl, random I don't know girl. I don't know.
Every episode, Joker, there's an Urban Dictionary and weather. Every episode.
Yep.
That's like that is our only driving continuous plot thread
Yeah.
is we do the weather in a different county of the country alphabetically every episode.
You should have been here for the Alabama pig
We're
roast
in the
episode.
we're in the BOs right now
Yeah.
of the weather, and then Creighton does an Urban Dictionary word every episode.
Or
I
Mexican
need a
Halloween.
thing. Like you do the weather and Creighton does Urban Dictionary. I
Yeah.
need a thing.
Yeah.
And you
You
find
should
it.
You should pull random Uno cards and play them for the podcast.
That's stupid.
I don't know. I'm throwing out ideas. You're over there like, yeah, you should do something.
Okay, well I'm you know what? Okay,
You throw
fine.
out
You
an
know what?
idea.
Do we want to workshop this?
Yeah,
Do we
want to
figure this out right now?
Yeah, why not?
I don't know.
What do you want? What kind of thing do you like? Both
Like,
of us.
what's your thing?
We're doing an information thing.
Yeah.
We're both
Something-
giving a thing.
I want to do something that would piss Creighton off, like right before the podcast starts.
That's tough.
Oh no, that's not. You can't do it then. It has to be part of the thing we just
Or
did.
I could do it at the end, like
the
something that I
podcast?
could do at the
Yeah.
end.
You could do like
Like-
a shout out.
Like, okay, I think it's that time. We need to wrap it up, Melissa. Time to blah 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 blah. Whatever it is that you do.
Ooh, she could do
You're
a
saying-
random. You could do a random history fact for the day.
That's so boring.
No, but like it could be like funnily obscure. Like today's
Funnily-
the day Andrew Jackson slipped on a potato and. Like,
Whoa.
you know.
Oh my gosh! I
Don't
could,
talk about my
wait,
great great
wait,
great
wait,
great
wait.
great great
I
great
could
great
say-
grandfather.
I could say what the national thing is for today. Like you know what I'm saying?
She should answer drama questions.
No. I can say
Ooh.
what the national thing is today. Like you know how every day has like a national something.
Like a national holiday.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me.
There
Hello,
was a-
Kimberly.
there-
Welcome to the chat. And also, hello, April.
Hello,
I
April.
See you. I see.
I miss you.
You.
She's like, why you miss me? You can see me when you get off later.
Um.
That was literally her response the other day when I said something like along the lines of, I miss you.
Hey Melissa, if I
She
buy
loves me though.
if I buy the Hot Ones sauces, would you do the Hot Ones challenge with us? Like, would you do like 10 wing? No, just no.
She
She
Outright.
I
doesn't
told
even
you
want to
that I would
do
ask
the
you
hot
the
sauce
questions.
game that I have.
Oh
over
yeah,
there.
you did say
I
that.
was gonna ask the questions.
So here's my thing with that. I've been putting a lot of thought into this, and my
Yeah.
friend Marina said if I buy them, she'll come do it, and that basically sealed the deal. I'm doing it.
Oh, that would be fun
so
if
Marina
the
comes
three
and
of us
visits.
did it and she asked questions.
Well, no, if Marina
Like,
does
if
it, I'm
Marina-
gonna do like a whole separate just episode of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because like the one we do is going to be a fucking thing.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm trying to think. There's two ways I want to do this. I either want to stream it, and basically just do this, do fucking normal podcast, sit where we sit. Quentin will be here.
yeah.
Him and Melissa will both ask us questions. We will both submit questions to them to ask on our behalf, and they're the ones, because at a certain point I feel like we will not be able to talk.
Okay, wait. Well, the drama thing was April's idea, so I might have to go through with it. Y'all ask
That's
me
a
questions.
solid
Oh my
idea.
God.
That is a solid idea.
I thought it was Creighton's idea, like it came out of his brain.
No,
That's
no,
why
no. I was
against
reading it.
I didn't have the chat. pulled
It's
up.
like a Ask Alice column or whatever in a newspaper. Or you could do
Well, wait.
random recipes.
I was gonna say it doesn't have to be drama. It could just be like you could look up questions to ask us, even
Or
like stuff that you think like what would their opinions be,
Yeah.
blah blah blah, or something you want
Yeah.
to have an opinion on yourself. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
you could be
Or-
the the soapbox question person
Yeah.
at the end.
Yeah.
Well, time to close it out on a
Or-
soapbox. The soapbox, we'll call it the
or
soapbox.
you could play a
Melissa's
whole
soapbox.
you could play a whole song on the uke like you get
No.
No.
to play us out.
We're not
like,
there
you
yet.
know.
No, we're not there.
And Charlie be like, to play us out, what does that mean? And he'll
Yeah.
get really mad. And he'll say, fuck it, we'll do it live.
Wha-
And then we'll already be live.
Are you okay?
No, you don't remember? That's the thing.
Hold
that
on, wait.
happened with
Creighton?
I know. I'm saying
Creighton's making my brain hurt. I haven't even finished my coffee
you're just
yet.
full of references. No one, not everyone is aware
No
of.
one's gonna get my references, but that's okay.
Anonymous. Hold on. I want to talk about this Hot Ones thing real quick
Okay.
before we get sidetracked again, because we always get so sidetracked.
This might as well be called Segway the podcast.
Yeah. Oh, ooh, never mind.
That's
Remind me
very
about
bad
that
sound.
later. I actually have a thing about that to talk to you about. Anyway, shut up. You son of a bitch.
Watch I'll be like, yeah. Charlie's gonna be like, oh, no. And that's gonna be the podcast.
we never finish a statement.
This
It's-
podcast works in the same way that my brain does. Like it just goes in
I get
multiple
like the
different
conversation
directions.
goes like, you remember that episode of Parks and Recreation when Andy and April, Andy played by Chris Pratt.
And then I'll be like, sometimes I think about death.
No. Hold on. You remember that episode when Andy and April get into these hijinks? You'll be like, yeah, remember when fucking Star-Lord and Guardians of the Galaxy and Groot get in this like big altercation? And I'll be like, remember when Vin Diesel and The Rock fought? And it's just like you pull one thing from the first thing
Yeah.
to go
Oh,
to
yeah.
the next thing. And
That's the name of our podcast. Remember when?
remember when?
Okay,
Wow,
what were we
that
saying?
could work.
Hot ones.
Hot ones. Fuck you, Craig. Stop it. I have to let me stay.
Remember when Charlie was talking about hot ones?
Okay, so there's either that idea where we sit here and just do a normal podcast, or we don't record a live episode. I've talked to Quentin. We would literally go to Learn TV, multicam it up, and straight up film an episode of Hot Ones, like the way that Hot Ones is
We
filmed.
should do that.
Like get cameras, like get the camera people and everything. Like we won't be able to use the students' free labor. We won't be able to take advantage of the child slaves that we have access to because it'll be the summer. But we can find people to get on camera. Quentin will be on camera, and we'll, I was thinking we may be able to do that. And if we do that, it would definitely. I feel like we could still probably just have like you there to read the questions, because my original thought was if we did it just the two of us, like the way the episode is framed, instead of like me being Sean Evans and him being the guest and me asking all 10 questions, we would go back and forth, like every other wing ask each other a question. So like I pick 5 questions I want to ask Creighton, and he picks 5 he wants to ask me.
Yeah.
But I think the best way to do that is write 7 or 8 that we want to ask each other and just give them all to you.
Are they personal questions, or are they like trick questions? Or are they
Like,
just
you
questions?
guys
No,
in
write-
just
general?
questions in general,
Like-
like interview style. You know,
Okay.
stuff
Like,
that
are
maybe
you
the people
guys-
would think is funny. Stuff we want to ask each other.
Could
Like
they be like callbacks to bits?
callbacks, all kinds of things, funny, just whatever. Stuff that would play well on
Yeah.
a Hot Ones episode.
Like,
Are you
for
guys gonna write
instance-
7 or 8 apiece, and then I'll pick the ones?
That's
that
what I was
Ooh,
thinking.
That would be fun.
That's what I'm
yeah.
saying. Like I want to figure out the format
Yeah.
before we. obviously before I do it, but
Yeah.
excuse me, coffee. But I'm very excited about the idea and how we're gonna do it, and where we're gonna do it. Really, my big thing is, are we doing it here, or are we gonna do it in Learn TV? Because if we're gonna film the episode like a Hot Ones episode, like, it's gonna be more money because I'm gonna have to definitely pay Quentin or someone to edit it.
Yeah.
Because that is
And
a
he
lot
said
of.
he didn't want to do it live.
Yeah.
I would do it at Learn TV because it would like be a better setup than us just all sitting at the bar. You know?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
It's gonna
Although, if we could do it at the bar, that would be great. Like, if, say, you had a camera, like, where the TV is now.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, so secret option C was we film it, like, we set it up like a Hot Ones setup, but we just stream it from Learn TV. Like, I just do the stream there. Like, we just
Yeah.
go live and
We're
do it
just
all from
hanging
there
out.
instead of, and record it like a normal stream. And, like, have cameras, but have somebody, like, have, like, a Tory in the back control rooming it up and switching cameras and stuff
Yeah.
to make it, keep it spicy for.
Ooh, yeah.
You
spicy.
like that? Yeah,
I'm going to
cute.
use that as my, like, going away thing. Keep it spicy, brother.
Okay, dude. I hate that. That's terrible. You just made me and Melissa actively upset.
Creighton's stressing me out.
Keep it moist, Broham.
Me and
Stop
Creighton.
saying words. to
See,
people.
this is what confuses me about Creighton. Me and Creighton just had a completely normal conversation outside, and then we
Yeah.
come inside, and now he's like off the walls. Just
Yeah, he turns it on and off. Like here's the crazy part for me. For me, his normal self has become the podcast version of him. So like if me and him go to the mall, like the shenanigans this guy tries to get me into, he will. I can't
I'll be
even
like,
say.
"Hey,
I
Charlie,
can't
pull the
say
fire
some of the
alarm."
stuff he's. Yeah, that's the clean version of what he's.
I didn't hear what he said.
He said, "Charlie, pull the fire alarm." There have been like times that he calls me racist. There have been times out in public where he's like, "You should go over to that ethnicity and say this," and I'm like, "Whoa!" And like and then I just look over at him and he's like, like, he fucking looks over at me like fucking you ready to die today? I'm like, holy shit, dude.
I told you 2023 is just a gaslighter.
He is
like
a
an ultimate
fucking-
gaslighter.
He is an unstoppable machine. Like this guy, I've made a lot of bets in my life, and I have an ongoing bet with a friend that I'm not going to name that Creighton will die before 50 by murder. Like murder will be how he dies, and the
Yeah.
only amendment to the bet is I can't murder him, and if I know the person who murders him, I lose the bet.
How much is it for?
I don't want to talk about it.
I bet it's with Quentin.
It's not with
I was
Clint.
going to say, that's a loaded bet because, he's not going to make it.
Yeah, because he's going to die first. Quentin's going to die way before the
Dude,
rest of
oh
us.
my God, I have something to tell you.
Quentin's funeral is going to be beautiful in about
Oh,
11
yeah.
years.
It's going to be so purple.
Why do y'all think Quentin's gonna die before y'all?
He's just so unhealthy.
He's so unhealthy and
but
so
he's
frail.
but he's like surprisingly strong, so he might outlive
He's
us.
surprisingly dense. I wouldn't say he's not weak, but he is not strong.
What's that quote from Family Guy?
Quentin,
Jesus,
I
he's
love you.
collapsed in on himself like a neutron
Hey.
star.
Will you do me a favor?
Yeah.
I know this might be a lot to ask,
Oh my God,
but
what are
will
you
you
about
move
to
that
ask?
book bag and like turn the chair this way so I
So you can put your feet in it?
Yeah.
You
Charlie.
son of a bitch.
Charlie,
My
Charlie,
legs hurt.
Okay,
hold
I'm
on.
just kidding.
I have something I need to tell you, and it's really pertinent to the conversation we just had. I had a dream that your dad died last night. I was so sad when I woke up.
If my dad died today, I'm going to be real upset.
Dude, no, I
that
woke up.
That you predicted.
Yeah.
it.
Look,
I haven't talked to him today, so
would you
it's
speak
very
that into
possible.
existence?
Listen. I woke up and I was so sad. I was like, "Oh man, his dad died." And then I was like, "Wait a minute."
I had a dream that black people and white. No, I'm kidding. I had a dream. I had a dream that fucking. There's a guy I know from the poker games back in the day that is not around anymore, and I had a dream that he like fought my dad and tried to kill him. Like this is a while back, and I wake up to my dad waking me up. This is like 2 months ago. Like my dad like came to the house, knocked on the door. I wasn't in here. Went around the front. Mike let him in. He goes upstairs and like shakes me awake because I wouldn't answer my phone. He's like, "Are you okay?" And like I am literally consciously like waking up from watching him get like killed, and I'm like, "I'm fine. Are you okay?" Like I was an emotional wreck. Like talk about like getting your world fucking sucked away.
Copenhagen's
Oh my
just
God.
typing full paragraphs. in
Oh,
the
here we
chat.
go. He hasn't done this since you've been
Look,
here.
that's why I was laughing so hard. I was just
Do you want me to do my thing?
Yeah, you can.
My dearest Charlotte, It has been a good while since our last correspondence. The war against the northern oppressors fares thee unwell. General Charles Bedford Forrest has fallen into an apparent depression, is rarely visible to the troops in the field. We yearn for proper leadership. He wrote all of this and then chunked it to send it. We roam the southern countryside aimlessly without regard for our well-being. Lieutenant Creighton R. Todd attempts to counteract the lack of direction from the good general, but is woefully inadequate. Charlotte, sometimes I feel the man will never escape this damn war of northern oppression. A fortnight ago, we came upon a weary young drummer boy. I just know you're the young drummer boy. Who appeared to be abandoned by his previous regiment. Perhaps the regiment was annihilated, or they simply didn't care for the young soldier and discarded him. The men have coined him Tenderfoot, as he is young and inexperienced. He is not yet ready for this environment of despair and hardship. Some in the camp think he is a young female, hiding her original orientation to join the Southern cause.
Fuck you, Copenhagen.
I think this untrue due to the young man's use of profanity. I have not known a Southern lady to use this vocabulary. Farewell, be beloved Charlotte. Pray for us all. Sergeant Copenhagen. Sad Southern accent.
Fuck you,
Copenhagen.
That was very
That
well
was
done.
solid. That's a good way to introduce her into the canon.
Chef's kiss. He's
Wait.
done this like 10 times
Wait.
and had. There's a book out there of it
Yeah.
so far.
Has he done it for Amanda? Like, did he introduce her
I
into the
think
canon?
he did, but I'm not.
You
a
gotta have to
1,000,000%
kill her
sure.
off.
She might be back one day. You know, in like.
I think
10
she's
years.
like, I need to just stay as far away from this as I can. It'll ruin my career.
Yeah, that's a good point. I love Amanda to death. But
It'll ruin any future
She-
relationships
she's-
I have.
she's worried about this. What the fuck? What have you done?
Is something
Hello?
about to explode?
Nothing?
Dude, you've unplugged something or started to unplug something. Oh, that's killing me. I have to figure this out.
It went away.
It went
So-
away.
So I'm thinking.
Jesus Christ.
You're thinking,
Oh, I just lost my train of thought. Never mind.
what?
That freaked me out. I was
That's
not ready for
crazy.
that sound. I was hating
Is that the name of your next song? Train of Thought?
That
October's
might be a
very
good
young.
name for a poem. Can I have my book back?
That's what songs
Yeah,
are.
I have it with me, so yeah.
That's what songs are.
Yeah, they are really just
songs
poems
are
with a beat.
poems.
Oh, I should start reading my like a poem at the end of the podcast. They're
Oh,
all
that
so
could
fucking
be your
sad.
thing. Yeah. Just make everybody really sad, or sadder than they thought they could be.
Here's something for you.
You
to
should give me a
reflect on.
list of your poems, and I'll pick them in order. In every episode, you don't know which one you're about to read, and I tell you which one to read.
that would be fun too. Can we snap it?
Have you written enough poems for that? Do you know
I
how many?
can write- I
you know how
can-
many of these episodes we're gonna film?
I can write more. I haven't been writing because somebody has my book and I don't know like.
We're going to infinity and beyond with this one.
Copenhagen again. That was fucking
Yeah.
beautiful. I love you.
A Dear Darren segment.
All caps.
There we
All
go.
caps.
Darren?
Can we save all the Civil War letters and have Creighton's mom make them into an audiobook?
Yes. There we go.
Copenhagen.
That's an
I
idea.
would. You can't say shit like that because like now I'm gonna put real money into making this like a for real fucking situation. Like have it professionally read, like good like really well done.
It's oddly
Do
compelling.
you have them all, Copenhagen? Tell me you have them all saved.
It's
somewhere.
oddly compelling. Like
If you have them
very-
all saved somewhere, like you have no idea how happy I would be. 'Cause like the fucking mission that it will be to go back and find them all. There's fucking 300 episodes. Like it's gonna be
Yeah.
impossible, dude. So I don't know if you guys have noticed, but the calendar is no longer on the wall.
Yes.
Did you move it upstairs?
I did move it upstairs,
It's because
and
it
I
was
didn't take a picture of it
useless.
because I'm an idiot, and I erased everything on it before I redid it.
No.
But
wait
what I
till
did
August.
what I did notice is the first episode on that calendar was season 2, episode 31, and it was in the beginning of May of last year.
Right.
So we've done like 40 episodes in 1 year. That's how slow we were doing them with Amanda. Get
Yeah.
shit on Amanda. I'm just kidding. But
I feel like you're doing them even slower. Like,
no,
we've
we've picked up a lot since
Yeah.
you've joined.
We've been chugging quite
'Cause
long,
she-
at least
so-
2 or 3 a
yeah,
week.
So-
but I haven't been here for some of them.
True,
Yeah,
but
but
so
we're
here's
still
my
doing
thing.
like 2 or
No
3 a
shade, Amanda. If you ever see this, I love you. You know I love you. No shade at all. I love you. She would get mad at us if we did them without her, and
Oh,
you don't care. You
yeah.
let
Yeah.
you don't. You're like
You're like, I
cool
don't
if
give a
we.
fuck.
Yeah,
I'm in
you're cool if we do
Colorado.
a couple. Yeah, you're in Colorado. Sometimes you're out of town. You can't do it. But so we're able to get. Bless you. We're able to get them, churned out a little faster now.
Well, I was telling Creighton yesterday because my dad, like I said, my dad's about to go back out on the road, so I'm not going to be able to do them late anymore.
Copenhagen said, I do not have them all. They are all lost to time.
I'm not going to be
They're
able
not lost. They're just on the podcast, which is the same.
I'm not going to be able to do like the super late ones anymore because I'm going to have to be at home with my brother.
That's what our old podcast name used to be, the super late ones. Well, that's 3 in a row, Charlie.
Let's
3
see when
different
you
podcast
joined.
names that you need
You
to be
were
saving.
over there
killing us.
first. So there's the 2 penguins. So your first episode, it looks like, was episode
Like-
season 2, 59. And we're on 75, so we're 16 episodes deep.
Of
And you were
Melissa.
here for 1, 2, 3,
Like
4,
10 of
5,
those.
6, 7.
It was a good chunk that she was here for.
8, 9,
It's only just recently that she's been
10.
having stuff going on.
Either 10 or 11 of
Okay,
those.
so
Testing chat. Hello, 2%.
Missing 5 or 6 isn't bad.
2% is good to see you. I've missed you.
We made
Hello,
a you made a
2%. You were
joke
at the
about him
beginning.
earlier. and he
Yeah,
wasn't
well,
even
no,
here.
but he wasn't
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
We
well, it
got to
wasn't a
play the
joke.
air horn.
Yeah, I-
horn.
The air horn. Are you saying I'm not professional? No, I'm saying that like I would have it professionally recorded. Like I would have you
He
in
would
a, like,
have nice
studio.
mics. Do
Yeah,
it.
we'd be in like a proper sound studio.
Not Asian mic, but
Where you would, like-
different like actual audio mics. I
Yeah.
guess.
like it would be mini recordings because
Yeah.
they have to record it like sentence
Yeah.
by sentence for
We're
those
gonna
audiobooks.
have you say every word in the English dictionary and then put it together.
Hashtag Asian Mike.
We were talking about Asian Mike the other day.
2% has vowed to not. I think he's doing that testing thing just like for a reason to say something in chat.
Yeah.
And he's not going to say anything else because I've acknowledged him, and he's committed to not talking in chat until I appear naked on the podcast.
Wow.
Because he's been very mad many episodes
not
of
naked?
Overwatch in a row of me playing Overwatch.
Oh well, you tease. I'm streaming and I'm naked, but
Yeah.
you only do it for your Overwatch episodes.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Do you want to talk about it?
No.
Like, why do you want to? Why do you have this dream of streaming Overwatch naked?
I just have a dream of living naked,
It's a
living
good
a
way
naked
to live.
lifestyle. I
It's a
wish,
good
I
way to
wish,
live.
I hate that Adam and Eve ever ate that goddamn apple.
I mean,
I
some
wish.
people.
Do you know how awesome it would be if we could all just walk around naked? Do you know how comfortable it is to just always be naked?
Some
Yes.
people.
It's the fucking best.
Some people just are naked all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're nudists.
I am, unless I'm fucking talking to you fuckers. I'm naked all the time. Like, I just walk around naked. There have been nights where I will, like, I'll be tired and, like, do I even put underwear on? I'm just going to walk to the kitchen naked. If I walk into Mike, fuck it. Like, I've been lucky so far. 4 years in, no strikes.
You know what'd be funny?
I've not
if
walked
like
into.
you walked into the kitchen naked and he was already in there naked, and then it would just be a regular Tuesday night for you guys.
Well, I work Tuesday nights.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, on that note, read my joke from. Oh, Jesus. Joker is
yeah.
notorious for dad jokes on Twitter.
Here we go.
Here
Dude,
we
this is
go.
the moment. This should be your moment, Melissa. You should just read Joker's joke for the day. You're like,
Then it's not my moment, it's his moment.
it's both your moments. I'm a naked mom. I don't care, says April.
Period, April.
That's also a good part of dating.
Let's see. What's today's joke? Okay. What? This is crazy. How is this what we talked about?
Windows can be open. Kids can be around. No. What is it? What is it?
Ah, yes. I love this. Who's the most popular guy at the nudist colony?
Who?
You guys would have guessed. Don't look at the screen. The one who can carry a cup of coffee in each hand and a dozen donuts. How did we talk about this today by accident? That's amazing. I'm a naked mom. I don't care. Windows can be open. Kids can be
We
around.
already
I
read
don't
that
care.
part.
I didn't see it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What does that mean, April? Does that mean like you just walk around your kids
yeah,
naked?
she's just naked in her house. It's nice.
Yeah, I'm sure it's great for you.
I'm having a good time.
I mean, like, I understand it. I'm going to do the same thing whenever I live alone.
Hell, I have a roommate and I do it. I'm cognizant.
I
of
mean,
his,
it's a big
his
house, though. You know?
Yeah, that's a good point. I can like, Like
Can we get a
there have been
floor hole
days.
update for the people? Melissa, that's what we should have. A floor hole.
Yeah, every
update.
episode you cap it off by saying the hole in my floor is still there until one day you fix it
It's still
or move.
Yeah.
It is
If-
still
but
there.
you know, if you were really committed, if you
Is
moved
it actually
somewhere
still
else,
there?
If you
Woman.
if you were really committed, you would move somewhere else and put a hole in that floor, so that way you could still have a floor hole.
Kids have seen my butthole. It's okay. Like when you say kids plural like that, like I get.
Yeah.
So like it's one thing if it's your kids.
Yeah.
If your kids
it's a
have
whole
seen
other
it,
thing
it's
if
like
you're
whatever.
going around showing people your butthole.
Yeah, like are other.
Said
I'm calling the police.
police.
Are other people seeing? Are other children seeing
I've
your
seen your
butthole?
butthole.
Of course. Yeah. Okay.
We did
Thanks
not
for
wanna hear
sharing.
that. Of all the things I didn't want to hear today, that was probably at the top of my list.
I'm calling the police. I love Copenhagen.
Anyways, guys, if you want a floor hole update,
Chris,
it's
is that
still
a
there.
weed?
The mattress is still over it. There's still a piece of plywood over it.
Wait, the mattress is over?
Remember, she got rid of her
I
fucking
put-
box spring
yeah.
and just put the mattress on the
I never
floor.
had a box spring. I
Or
just
whatever
had
it was.
A bed
It's
frame.
my kids. Shh. Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
See, April, aren't you glad that I called you to tell you that we're starting the podcast?
She's blind. I mean, she has a butthole or something like that.
Wow. He's gay. I mean, he's blind. Such a great video. Fucking I don't remember ever seeing, like, I never saw my dad naked as a kid. Like, I saw my mom naked one time when I was like, I remember like one of my core memories is like her, like me being in the bedroom and her not knowing I was there, and she like walked out of the shower and I was like, ah, and she was like, ah, and then fucking I just ran and like we never discussed it ever. And I was like 4 or 5. Like I barely remember that. It was so crazy, that whole interaction.
I remember being like a little kid and like my mom and my dad both giving me like showers and also showering at the same time. Like I'm not like
See that?
visualizing
Yeah,
their
never.
junk, but I mean like, you know, we were all naked in the same
Yeah.
area, you know.
I remember my brother and sister when we were like, until we were like 5 or 6, I remember those showers and like baths where like we all had to take a bath together. Because like it was just the easiest thing for a parent to do is like wash all the children at once and not have to worry about what the other fucking, because we were all like really close like in age, so you couldn't be washing your 1-year-old and have the 2-year-old and the 3-year-old like off fucking
Yeah.
around, or any combination of that.
Whenever me and my sister were younger, my grandma, when we would stay with her, my great grandma, which, anyways, we would.
Damn.
Saw your great grandma naked?
No. Me and my sister, my great grandma would put us in the bath together
I-
because she was like, I don't feel like dealing with it, so we would take baths together.
If Creighton talks shit about me. Oh, okay.
Nice.
That
nice,
makes sense.
Nice.
I thought you said I just log on so I can hear Creighton talk shit about
That's
me.
what I thought she said too.
And
didn't
I
say
was
that.
like, well, I don't really talk shit. I'm always like, I love you. I love the kids. I think like sometimes I'll say like something like, she did blah blah blah, and it, like, you know, get on my nerves, but like passingly.
guys, I literally just look like a neck.
You know,
Lower your camera.
I
know-
can't. It's like it's sitting on there. That
Charlie.
goes as low as it goes.
You know what her bit, like what she just said, reminded me of? Like John Mulaney's bit about like where his wife was like, "You can make
Okay.
jokes about me, but just don't call me a bitch."
Yeah, she says, you can tell jokes about me, just don't say that I'm a bitch or that you don't like me. And he says, oh my God, the bar is so much lower than I ever imagined.
Like, what kind of bit would that be? Hey,
Like,
my
my
wife's
wife is a bitch,
and I don't
and
like
I don't
her.
like her. But
My
that's not
wife is
true.
a bitch, and I like
love
her so much.
I like her so much. And then they got
and then
divorced.
they got divorced.
And now he's I
He's
don't know if
ha-
he's married, but he's with Olivia Munn, and they have a child.
Yeah,
Do you know who Olivia Munn is?
a little mun baby.
Have you? Did you watch the X-Men movies, the most recent X-Men movies?
Is she in those?
Okay. Yeah, she's the bad guy chick in the last one.
Oh, in Dark Phoenix?
Yes, she's the lady.
He's dating her?
Yeah. She's also in the
Okay.
Newsroom. Did you ever watch the Newsroom with me?
Yeah.
She's Sloane Sabbath.
Oh.
She's the economist.
Okay.
Great show.
I should have known she was an economist.
Okay, I have a question.
What is your
completely
question?
unrelated to anything. What time do y'all have to leave here to go see that movie?
That's a good question.
That is a good question.
'Cause
I'm
it's
I'm
12:20.
yeah, that's what I'm rechecking.
We probably got about a good 10 minutes.
And like we have to, when that 10 minutes is up, we have to fucking wrap. we were gonna start a lot earlier today. So this
But
is
stuff happened.
Yeah,
Trucks
stuff happened.
got delivered.
Things
People
happened.
brought
stuff.
coffee and
Yeah,
donuts, which
it
was
was-
good.
Yeah.
you
People
guys-
were asleep.
I'm on no sleep. I have.
But
my
you
energy.
look
Somebody-
great. You're doing great.
Somebody
Thank you.
decided that whenever we went up to his room to wake him up, that he was gonna lay there and pout for 2 minutes and then get up.
No, that's just the process.
Yeah,
like,
that's
you,
the
you have to
process.
understand.
You got to give me like
he's
2 minutes
like,
to boot up.
He's like waking a little kid up. You got to let them do their thing. You know, turn the light on,
It's
rip the
true.
blanket off,
See,
It's true. Well,
put
you
clothes
guys
on
are
them.
lucky this time that I was under that blanket.
Put clothes. You
Never-
weren't under a
never-
blanket when we came in there.
you were not under a blanket.
At all?
no,
blanket
you
period?
just were like
you just had
know,
your little face
free
mask
balling it,
on,
yeah.
and you were
Yeah.
just laying on the pillow.
If I'm ever
in a
under,
ball.
if I'm ever under,
testes were out. You know.
that's what I was about to say. If I'm ever under a comforter and a sheet, never rip that blanket
Look.
up because it's like 97% like
We had to
definite
put-
that I'm naked
We
under
had
that.
to
like,
put pants on you and a shirt.
That's not true.
We picked out your
That-
outfit.
that
we did
didn't
good.
happen at
all.
We even put the little hat on.
did not participate in that.
no, that didn't happen. I
rubbed his
literally put
back.
this hat on live. Like when we went live, I grabbed it and put it on.
I
before.
feel like you're misremembering.
Anyway,
Any whore.
so you have said any whore so often that I was on the phone with my mom last
No,
night.
you didn't.
And she said anyway, and I said whore, and she's like, what? I was like, no, sorry. I was,
called
and then
your
I,
mom a whore?
no, I just said it because I was like, ha, whore, and she was like, what? And I was like, okay, I know how that sounded. Let me explain. And she thought it was very silly.
Oh, yeah.
Because Creighton always, he doesn't just say it on the podcast. Creighton only says any whore. He doesn't
Yeah.
say the words anyway. He goes, any whore. Like
does the same
that's
thing
just
at
how
work.
he does that. That's how
Well,
that word
I
is for
heard
him.
somebody say it, and I was like, that's fantastic. I'm just going to say that all the time.
And it has stuck
Yeah.
so hard.
Like, you ever hear a word or a phrase that you're just like, I want to repeat that?
Tenderfoot's neck is longer than a Monday after a 3-day weekend.
See, he's saying that
Stop!
after
I'm gonna cry.
after Memorial Day.
Don't cry.
Do you want to talk about it?
How
How long did it take for you to swallow?
Actually, guys. Funny y'all say that because my
Creighton,
body,
shut the fuck up.
my body
That is
dysmorphia has been
disrespectful.
killing me recently. So thanks, Copenhagen. I'm just gonna go home and fucking sob my eyes out.
How many hours
Don't
does
worry,
it take
don't worry.
for
You-
the food to reach your stomach? Is
No,
it like
never mind.
is it like
I
a
don't
trip
wanna-
to Kentucky?
I don't want to pile on.
The next podcast.
Let's save it for the next podcast.
That next
Fuck
already
you.
in next podcast.
Okay, I'm going home, so you guys can wrap this up without me because I'm not gonna sit here and get bullied. Bye, guys.
Look, he had to walk away on that one.
I feel like I need to walk away on that one. You're gonna make me cry.
Look, that's the golf clap. He come in and say, "I'm sorry.
Copenhagen?
You've outdone yourself."
You've outdone yourself, Copenhagen. Melissa, I'm sorry it was at your expense, but
Look,
goddamn
now
it.
she's covering it. You should, you could just wear a
Don't
scarf.
cover your neck. It's okay.
Just wear like a scarf.
We're not shaming you. Copenhagen is.
I
He's a
feel like-
disembodied voice on the internet. Don't worry about
Yeah.
him and what his thoughts are. He's probably not real. He's probably Quentin.
or you could lean into
Quentin
it.
would
and-
never say that.
You could lean into it and go full turtleneck. You know what I mean? Really.
I think I've got a
accentuate
scarf over there. You want a scarf?
No.
it. Do you want rings to put around it? So it
I'm
extends?
sorry. He said he's sorry. There's only been 2 or 3 times in the whole podcast where Creighton, when Copenhagen has said he's sorry. I remember one time was Amanda. He made a particularly good forehead joke at Amanda, and she turned like Jerome red.
Yeah.
She was fucking.
I mean, she did that a lot.
She
but
did, but like this time she was like
She was mad.
she was so angry.
Do you
It was
remember
fucking
when
hilarious.
Ashley would just come in here? And
That's
talk
gotta be
shit?
a long ass scarf. I'm sorry. It just feels good that it's not us. You know how many times I've been called Charles Bedford Forrest? You know how many times he's called me the leader of the fucking clan? It's funny when he attacks someone else. Why am I like this? There's a scene in Ted Lasso.
We need a
There's a
minute.
scene in Ted Lasso where Roy, who's like the show's like badass mean guy, he yells at this guy named Trent. He goes, "Oi, Grim!" And the other guy that he yells at all the time, Jamie, goes, it's kind of funny when he's yelling at someone else in it. And everyone's like, right? You see why we love it. And that's what this feels like. This feels like Roy attacking you instead of me. And I'm the one who always gets attacked.
Not my neck. That's the thing I'm sensitive about.
Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Look at that high-waisted man. He's got feminine hips.
Another reference that you had to see.
John
like
Mulaney,
a comedy
yes, we're
special
sorry.
that's 10 years old.
Yeah.
To understand.
Oh, I'm going to have a fucking heart palpitation.
Anyways. Let's just keep making obscure references and neck jokes.
No, I'm so...
That should be the name of our show.
I'm sorry. Melissa, I'm sorry. I promise. Oh my god, that was fucking awesome.
At least you
Are
have
you
a,
okay?
No.
at least you have a chin to separate from your neck. Some people don't even have that. And that's what really
That's
really
true.
matters.
Have you ever seen those poor bastards? Where their neck just like the line goes into their mouth.
Yeah.
There's just no chin at all. I was do you know who Jason Sudeikis is?
No.
He's the Have you ever seen any clips from Ted Lasso? He's
I
Ted.
saw the one.
He's
yeah.
the main guy. He's Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
That's Jason Sudeikis.
Ted
He
Lasso.
wanted to be on the Blue Man Group.
Yeah.
This was on the most
Did he
recent.
for real?
This was on the most recent episode of Hot Ones.
Oh, okay.
And he like went and auditioned and everything. He said the thing you don't realize about those guys in the Blue Man Group is when they're totally painted, like the paint is like hanging on a very like sculpted face. When I shave my head and have no facial hair and paint it blue, I look like literally the blue Eminem. Like, there's a reason. Like, you can be artistically inclined, you can be musical. You can't be those fucking Blue Men Group. You got to be a fucking, like, Rodin sculpture as well as be good at music and shit.
Are they still a thing? The
Blue Man Group, yeah. I think they've had, like, a show, like a sold-out show in Vegas for, like, a million years.
Really?
Not literally sold out, but, like, they have a show in Vegas, like, every other day probably.
I remember
Like-
them being on Arrested Development, and the guy who plays Tobias is the evil manager from
Yeah.
Alvin and the Chipmunks, and like his whole goal is to be part of the Blue Man Group. So instead of shaving his mustache, he just dyes it pink so it blends in with his skin. And he paints himself blue. And he's like, I blew myself this evening to be a backup for the Blue Man Group.
I blew myself. I'm trying really, really hard not to make neck jokes right now. Well, we should probably go ahead and wrap it on that because we have to get going to make our movie in time, and Melissa has to not kill herself today.
I don't know. It's gonna be really hard after that.
Well, this has been a short
if,
episode.
If we want to push it, we could push it another 15 minutes.
Do you have any poems or history facts you want? Okay.
Do you have an
We'll,
Ask Melissa question? or an
We'll
Ask
start
Darren?
Melissa's soapbox. We'll start Melissa's soapbox after like this next coming.
Oh,
episode.
you took her stuff off the thing.
Oh,
I was gonna tell
shit.
people to just DM her
Yeah,
like their
well,
questions.
I still can't. Hold on. I'm about to break the. I'm
break
about to
the fourth wall.
ruin the fourth wall for a second. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I just can't see that far because my eyes are terrible.
My eyes.
There we go. Oh wow, I fucking, dude, look how well I synced that up. I
What?
cut it on and it's like almost perfectly in sync with the other ones.
Nice.
Anyway, sorry.
Hey, so
Proud of that.
do you want them? What do you want them to DM you, or how do you want them to send you their questions?
They can just DM me
On which one?
on Instagram.
Okay. Not on
Melissa's
Yeah,
Twitter
don't
box.
add me on Snapchat 'cause I won't add you back.
What about Twitter?
I don't really use Twitter, so
Excuse
Instagram
me.
would probably
Okay.
be better.
So Instagram. If you have your deep concerns or gossip that you want to share with Melissa, DM her on Instagram or Google Plus.
But don't text me making neck jokes 'cause I'll probably cry.
Don't cry, Melissa.
You gotta
Take
just
it.
take. You gotta
Look.
take him on the chin,
Yeah.
on your very far out
Do
chin.
you know how much hate I've got?
Because you don't have the thing. No, that was a compliment.
Do you know how many like
promise.
dumb jokes I get, or how many like how much hate I've gotten for like shaving my beard and just having a mustache? Like,
There's a
this-
group of people on the internet that only know this guy as Creighton R. Tard.
yeah.
I am Charles Bedford Forrest
Yeah.
to some people.
Mhm. They don't know us by anything else.
You got a neck that looks long on camera. It might not
Yeah.
even be long. You're fine.
It's okay. You have to laugh at yourself sometimes, you know.
Oh man, this has been funny. But we have to wrap. We have to wrap
Yes.
like ASAP now.
Bye, guys.
Okay,
And I
you
can't
guys have a
talk
great
sometimes
day.
either.
Might go live later tonight. We'll see.
Yeah.
You guys have a fantastic night. We will see you all later. Goodbye.
Goodbye.